agus tá séimiid raimime frí ceiste J agus dóigh bhí go fanne barbála. So rama sé just tús ar a ceiste sin, so just harma mar triangle PQR agus bhí cin gro PS perpendicular le QR, so mi dead lína háirtí a síos. Thug sin na ála seo dúin sin gro QR, codum le dá PQ, so moharmid A ar Q fad moharmid dá A ar moharmid A ar PQ fad PQ den te Q go GR where the size QR so sin dá A. Moharmid X agus Y ar PS agus QS agus Z ar P go GR agus obviously mu tá seo Y agus tá seo dá A den tá seo go bit dá A minus Y. So sinna tús Maharnin to go the diagram agus a label now it is le PQR ST begin labels to hini gedi land question robot nis fossa. Okay, so Achar Triantán PQR so PQGR so goes at the Triantán lake to me add the Pythagoras theorem scribe agus tasking called A squared plus Z squared codumla just gonna lean book for each one. So the A squared plus Z squared codumla 2A squared. Okay, so to me addition is scribe more so the A squared plus Z squared. So the A squared plus the Z squared causes 4A squared. Okay. Now, he let leak so testing us called Z squared causes 4A squared minus A squared. So the Z squared causes 3A squared. It's reached the moon just quite to fad that Z lachine. Then the Z carning yeti causes square root 3A. Okay, now let's see Anton PSR. So it is PSR, so we go to Triantán Sean Shaw. Then we add attention Pythagoras theorem usage reached because testing equal x squared plus dou A minus y squared codumla Z squared. Okay, it goes to the Triantán Sean. Now, ocean to me addition of the so testing equal x squared plus now midi 2A minus y squared the ma. Addition of so dou A for dou A you to keher A squared minus dou A for y you to minus dou A y double la keher A y. I guess it is y for y you to plus y squared. Codumla I guess when you Z squared in this testing question cosmos square root 3A. Okay, so to me addition or to Z squared cosmos 3A squared. So cosmos 3A squared and so. Okay. So it is when you come to me get each chest bunch go wall SR. So S go GR cosmos 3 edit QS. So Q go GS. So no to me get a hash bunch. Okay, so it is moving line so the X carny here codumla is moving 100 trasness so you to moving 100 trasness gene t-shirt so 3A squared minus 4 or to minus 4A squared due to minus A squared plus keher AY minus Y squared. Okay, like GT1. Okay, I guess in the X squared so konyamichin. Okay, so in the head statement. Now, let's see Anton PQS. It is PQS goes to Pythagoras theorem. Testing equal A squared codumla X squared plus Y squared. Okay, so he can finish equal X squared in this because the X squared is short to me get in terms of X and Y. So the X squared codumla A squared minus Y squared. Okay, I guess in a darn statement. Now, because the X squared codumla shaw, I guess the X squared codumla shin, kai he shin, a codumla shin. Okay, so the majabal to shin nush escribe she. So test with nush go A squared minus Y squared codumla minus A squared plus keher AY minus Y squared. Okay. So to muid adan nus, y squared to chala mala y squared. To the a squared trasna, you to 2a squared. Codumla 4ay. Okay, agus a reached the glockishan taskin na school y. Codumla 2a squared iskin kehare. Just put them in sus, agus a reached to some la le a. Because right do shahan keher ye where is right a modulus in a squared so much la a. So le a. Now ocean taskin na school block meditation shin so do a minus y codumla so taskin na school of SR so do a minus y codumla do a minus agus taskin na school y codumla le a. Okay, so these tasks in this question codumla po le a mohas do agus you to 3 skin do a. Okay, so these the snitches been doing this call fad SGR and codumla 3 skin do a. So reached the ration so thus task going call SR codumla 3 edit QS. So okay, listen. Now, it is to this mona balla wine listen again. Just the brehe kind of hurt there in the labels, I guess, the Pythagoras theorem silly goose. So just very my bum to the listen is crucis, I guess, in general, imagery, kiss to doyuk. Should I get Hananya or was you get it Bomuchella?
Bomuchella.
Moisture geographic get you me.
Right, so should S orange. Okay. So to get the SR is in terms of A and Shaw. Okay. So it is testing was a cosma 3 skin the door A. We got 1 Shaw and Shaw. Was in okay, get this in. So to me just fad SR. So S could GR shin 2A minus Y. I guess it is testing is called Y cosma le A. So what the Y cosma le A. Well, yeah, a mass 2A you to 3 is going to do A. Now, what do we get a crew? So just run my packaging page. Grow SR cosmula 3 edit Q S. Okay. Now, we have to package the Pythagoras theorem. Task is called A squared cosmula X squared plus Y squared. So the X squared to I've managed to mention. So to QS and Y. Where's how I get this? So to 2A minus Y cosma 3 over 2A. Okay, so where's some do you need to see his phone? Just a second to get my catch from my go contrast and show. SR equals 3QS. Nas an tíhúil me marsal tí bhfuil sin scríte gan in dtí go mé robbal má gata seo.
Yeah.
Is sé mar frí teoch is ceic mar tí híma just go sin ógum. Just so mata SR, so that means the fad S go G R codjum la 3 is gonna dá A, so tasking goal sin a fad, so tasking na school dá SR codjum la 3A. Okay, so tasking goal edit SR codjum la fad 3A, 3 editation, so that doesn't T-Ocean. Right, come out could have reached Hocklum see 20 minutes trial if I get more. What's JC ma trial me if I get more later on turn I guess could have must video near them of course that's a whole lot all right. That's some catch one more contraction. I may figure out more. So if I go ma I'll try and figure it out I guess later on in north because Hocklum just not some cool contraction. Well then you be out the fake catch one more contraction. Where then you be sure? Eh?
That's not it.
Aye, but coma full of get the Sean Shaw, see that's some coma full of 3 QS. A guy Shaw, but the SR.
Why? SR is half of A and QS. No, QS is half A and SR is 3 over 2 of A.
Aye, the SR is 3 over 2A. I guess GLV going grow Y. Oh yes, aye, to Y because obviously to Y codrum la A. Go with just I. So because the Y codrum la A, I guess so therefore to me the SR to vertical highly to SR codrum 3 over 2A. I guess that's going to go Y codrum la A. So me and that's the shaw. Therefore to SR codrum la 3 QS. More into Shahalia is Shahanshaw. That's it. Aye, my Jano go running a contract, just couldn't mad them like in harder, so that's fine. Okay. Why you Dara? Right, so I'm G Kestever Doyig. Right, so Ceisteanna. It's inverting 90 degrees, so right angle triangle A, B, C equals D. Okay, the diagonals AC is perpendicular to both A, B, and CD, and the quadrilateral A, B, C, D. Then FOD AD, quadrilateral FOD BC. So that's going to go to FOD, quadrilateral FOD. Okay, now explain why the triangles ABC and ACD are congruent. Ruahan and your right lesson, Kinder lesson the guy Mahal for each. Right, just right for each, right, okay. So part of the here, so Mercant has a triangle, so lay Triantán, ABC, agus Triantán, ACD. Okay. Now, reached test good goal. Ellen, ACD, Kodjumla Ellen, CAB. I guess the vertigation is 90 degrees. So, session doing. Okay. First test going goal of FOD, AD, Kodjumla FOD, BC. This is station Tucker. I guess first test when you get the journal. Test going goal of FOD AC, Kodjumla FOD AC, which is the Cochinta. Okay, so the variation to Triantán ABC, co-hassle, or congruent, go with the omchui, le Triantán ACD. agus sin páirt over a hín. Agus a rísan lei sin tá dú fáil side angle side. So tíú Ellen agus tíú. Okay? A hanna neo cé lei sin, páirt over a hín, very straightforward. Okay, páirt over a dá. Tá muidir gaircann sin jit mi gedi cruhu. So deduce that AB, so tá muidir gedi teisbant go le fad AB codrum la CD. So sin ro tá muidir gedi teisbant. Okay, so táis muidir áfia dwi tá AB squared codrum la BC squared. So tá AB squared codrum la BC squared minus AC squared. So just to go to Pythagoras theorem to swapal hard. Because the AB squared plus AC squared codrum la BC squared and then just through the AC trasu G2. Okay? Now, fasted to majada shina shkri equal AB squared codrum la. Now, ag funny BC shina fad kernel la AD. So he can shina swap funny AD squared. Okay, so to majada BC swap funny AD squared because the inverse is size kernel. Okay, minus AC squared. Okay, so the rest has equal AB squared codrum la. Now, rest smichi or AD squared minus AC squared. Obviously, this is going to codrum la DC squared because of Pythagoras theorem. So, we're listening to Triantán ADC. That's going to go AC squared codrum la. Or plus, AC squared plus DC squared codrum la AD squared. Agus ocean to me add skrive na skål DC squared codrum la AC squared minus or AD squared minus AC squared. Agus sin rud a tugann seo. So to me add na sin swapal funny DC squared. And then because the inverse squared, that's going to go fad AB codrum la DC. Agus sin éideanta. So sin ceiste bre dóig. We're done be sin rare?
Yep.
Yeah, myself. Okay. So just for my bomb to leis sin screw, agus Remy's range in Guji ceist Remy free theorems 10.4. Well, run like area and volume from your junior shirt. So Tascan and you came de la Achar Triantán you have one for energy, I guess Achar parallelogram. So erased is the in the lower table or lehana shejik chin to wall Achar Triantán no good and shot. Yeah, A, B, sin C, but obviously you're so going to yeah, one for energy. Obviously you should, but we'll say hit a couple of page. Shana. Okay, so marking to the lower table or lehana articles lehana nui, well, especially lehana nui and shan he's a gibbon, chin to Triantán, agus an Achar codma leh A, midifa H. Okay, now there's a codma leh A, B, sin C, agus there's a codma square root done slash and league, but chino to highest festival goes a codma leh A, midifa H. Achar parallelogram, codma A, midifa H, agus trapezium, the formula function, but you major lesson later on. Okay, so just need change your formula to all learn as can find your parallelogram, agus can find your Triantán half A by H. Okay, it's the in the lower table. So my outcome to our Marktinas earlier yeah, here's a donation area of a triangle. So it is conny covenant what the Triantán ogutse, what the Triantán tarni mersin ogut, agushin A agushin the urge H. So task will Achar cosma leh bon made for urge, so leh A H. Now, with the Triantán tarni mar seo. Now, the kite to go ni 90 degrees. So reach and can go ni 90 degrees good. Okay. Now, shin a reached a in shin, agus shin the urge H in shin. So reach when ahar le a made for H. So a just call shin gujishin a base down Triantán. Okay. So theorem shade for a triangle, base times height does not depend on the choice of base. Now, Kieltalashan, Hokalumson, Triantán Shaw usage just using my marker differently. Venudif, the Lockinson base mer A and Shaw, then shin the perpendicular height and shin. Okay, shin the perpendicular height H. So these that T would be lock if the base. I guess the doi here, using my marker got him. Lockinson base mer A and shin, then shin my perpendicular height and shin. Okay, shin the perpendicular height H. So it is higlat's T would be used the triangle. Do here in the lashaw, hocklat the perpendicular H in usage, shin the base A, I guess shin the height H, or hocklat the perpendicular height shaw and shaw usage, shin A and shin, then we'll get 90 degrees and shaw, I guess shin the H. Okay, so it is higlat the Triantán locku, higlat base locku that T would be the Triantán funny. Ahar a obruma. Okay, so shinikel etalatirum everishejig. Now, the area of a triangle is half the base by the height. Now, for example, in the diagram opposite, if BC is taken as the base and the triangle ABC, then it is to the just call a bon for nerge. Agushin just to cheshbon the cheesy bon page. Could you get the base lock either shen, no shen, yanishat dafaribi. Okay, now, ahar parallelogram. So it is must meet as a parallelogram to Triantán. So it is le A for H plus le A for H, so shin A for H. So it is to parallelogram shin a base made fun perpendicular height. Okay, so a diagonal of a parallelogram bisects the area of the parallelogram shin hedrot. I guess the area of a parallelogram is the base by the height. So just lock in base made fun urge ingira. So ceacht ingira, so you can choose that is the perpendicular height. Okay, and that's basically what Kishni Ahananyoke la Achar Triantán agus Achar comhthreomharan. Ahananyoke la shan. Jigin Ahananyo Rodavini Manchok, Jig Latson base loku egg T would be. Ask what to go such a perpendicular height. Okay, so this is Tawarta. Okay, what Kishni then you be for the shan.
Ceisteanna Triantán my shirt.
Can't you?
Yeah, I get the glass. Tea way too more. As a Triantán.
Well, I have to jump position hard in us, right? Just so I lay we knew that, right? That down in the Triantán just a flip all heart, so there's a goal machine. Okay, I guess lock machine base A and shaw. Okay, I guess therefore Cayman perpendicular height, so kite heart needs 90 degrees. I guess in T Hannibal Mohan should 90 degrees, wasn't wrong, great. I guess this should 90. Do you get to? Magolama, I guess yes. I guess variation 90 degrees, this should the perpendicular height and so it's the base by the perpendicular height. So it is ask a jig into shan because the shin tower in the Hashmij the Ceisteanna and see headly and hella. Okay. Now, what the Molly knew Kaima be Kaima Rodi knew funny had wrong a ribbon wrong shot. So to my just call a horse upward Dave Legenu. So Jocklo Kishni Heen do agus Keheri and do funny the loon. So Jen Kishni Heen dog as Keheri give the enunas. Could you judge wrong? I guess you shouldn't do funny the loon and Rima free Jich and live and chan. So breast straightforward to just go set in the triangles. So I could do cost like Heen, split as Jahan, couple of triangle yet. Upper ma it treats Achar Triantán agus an sin bunne mahas Achar Omlan and Carnaga agus to Achar the shaded region. Right Carnan shot to triangle good agus triangles to see the triangles so the perpendicular height to that for us the shaded region or Obruma. Just every tree and chin in a triangle so it's just crew goal Achar a wearing. I'm just got caught machine Achar. So for machine a goof, was it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, so funny over funny the loon gin Kisti Heen, Kisti Tree or Kisti Heen do agus Kisti Keher. And Kisti She nu hog mit backyard le ceiste sé hanig sin níos ar líban seirt couple bliain haint so de tar fiú mit ceiste sé deanta, bud déana mar sin liv de lún gur spáile máach a ha golfríd sin liv. Was sin okay? Yeah, perfect. Okay, so feig mu sin agus lóir má liv de lún.
Go
Okay.
maigad.
Why you answer son?
Right, so